Hare Krishna, welcome everyone. Let's begin with the Mangalacharan prayers. Om Ajnanatimiraandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tashmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manovishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Padantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Shagrajatam Shahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Shahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Shahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhuvya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratishe Namaha Panchatatvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupasvarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhaktashaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Devi Pranamami Hari Priye नीलाचल निवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्र सुभद्राभ्यां जगन्नाथाय ते नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा. So let's continue our lessons on Sanskrit syllable separation of Dala Vishleshanam. So we have discussed Varna Vishleshanam and Dala Vishleshanam, separation of the letters or characters and the syllables, right? So we have already seen some examples of Varna Vishleshanam, and there were some homeworks based on character separation and syllable separation. So let's go through them. Okay, so these are for character separation. Okay. So the word is Prithvi, and we have to do character separation, right? So it will be, first comes Pa with a halanta, and then comes Rikar to complete the half Pa. Pa plus Rikar makes it Pri for this portion. And for the second part, Thvi, that is first Tha, then Va, and finally it's longer E. So that becomes Prithvi, and it is also clear from the English. This is P, Rikar, and then Tha means TH, and then this is V, and this is capital I. Okay, so that makes it Prithvi. Next is Moksha Dwaram. So first let's do for Mu. It will be Makar, like Ma with a halanta, and then O, that makes Mo. Then this is a conjunct syllable. This is a combination of different Vishnu janas. So the first is Ka with a Sha, and then comes a A to complete it. That makes it Moksha, and then comes Dwaram. So Da with a Va plus A, Dwa, and then Ra, and then Halantama at the end. So Ra means Ra with a Halanta plus A, and then Ma with a Halanta at the end. So that is Moksha Dwaram. It's not difficult, just break it down into different parts and try to do Varna Vishleshan for each of these parts. Similarly, Srinvatam. So first is Shri. So here comes Sha and then Ri. That becomes Shri. And then this is a combination of Murdhanya with a Va. That makes, and to complete it. So it becomes Srinva. Then let's do for the Ta. That is Ta with a Halanta and A, and Ma with a Halanta at the end. Okay. So that is Srinvata. So many of you sent me and it's correct. So it's good you are learning. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in class or outside class. But it is very important to learn this Varna Vishleshanam. So we are doing this for 2 days. So I think you are now habituated with this Varna Vishleshanam. At least you have some idea of how to do Varna Vishleshanam. Now we are also dealing with Dala Vishleshanam. Just to recap, Varna is a unit of writing and syllable is unit of pronunciation. Okay. So the same thing here, Varna Vishleshanam and Dala Vishleshanam, the difference you can see very clearly with these examples. So Ujjvala, right? If I do Varna Vishleshanam, there are so many Varnas. But if I do Dala Vishleshanam, then there are only 3 syllables. Uj, and then Jwa, La. Uj, Jwa, La. 3 syllables are there. 3 distinct units of pronunciation. Similarly, Aishwarya, how to pronounce? Aish is 1. Svar, Aish is 1, then Var, Ya. Aish, Var, Ya. So this is how we can break it down. And often things become very easy when you break it down into English, write in English. So this part becomes Aish. This is Var. This is Ya. 3 syllables. So Drishti, again, so many 5 different varnas are there, but number of syllables, Drishti. So Drish, 1 syllable, and then 2 syllable. Paribrajaka. Just by pronouncing slowly, you can get the dalas. Here I gave some algorithm and tips for syllable separation. Pronounce slowly and you can clearly see what are the different syllables. Check how many varnas can be pronounced together. If you can pronounce multiple varnas together, do that. Maximum how many varnas you are able to pronounce together. That will be 1 unit. Okay. And that is 1 syllable. So Varna Vishleshanam, for more clarity, you can also do Varna Vishleshanam of the word to have more clarity. But with more practice, we will do more practice of this Dala Vishleshanam today. And with practice, it will become very easy. Then you don't need to do Varna Vishleshanam. You can just pronounce it and you can count the number of syllables. Because when we see, what is the ultimate goal? Ultimate goal is when we see a verse, we should be able to very quickly get the number of syllables per line. And then we have to pick a tune which is suitable for that meter. So I will teach you different tunes for different number of syllables, and you can pick and choose any to feed that particular verse. So it will give you a power that any unknown verse you can recite beautifully. Okay, sometimes you do not know how to recite this verse, which meter to pick, which tune, in which melody to sing. So that will become easy if we do the syllable analysis. So paribrajaka. Okay. So parivrajaka, 5 syllables. Okay. Similarly, Ramachandra. This was the part of homework. So Ramachandra, we discussed, I think, this last time. So Ra is 1. Ma. Chan becomes 1. Chan. And then the with a ra. Dra becomes 1. So Ramachandra. 4 syllables. Okay. Similarly, Sri Krishna. Sri. Then Krish becomes 1. We are not doing Varna Vishlesanam anymore. If something is very complex, we will do. Otherwise, we'll try to directly. So Krish, we are not saying Krisha. We are telling Krish. Krish is the syllable, so there will be halanta at the end of Sha. If there was a Krisha, then the halanta would be not there. And then Murdhanya. So 3 syllables. Okay. Now Padmanabha. Let me know in chat box. Personally, send me in chat. How many syllables did you count? It was a homework. Let me know for Padmanabha. Correct. So for Padmanabha, it is 4 syllables. Pad, ma. So where to put halanta and where not, we have to learn. For pad, there will be halanta because I'm not ending with sarveshwara or vowel. I'm ending in a consonant. Pad, it's ending in D. D is a consonant, so there will be halanta. But ma is ending in a vowel. Pad, ma, na. So Padma, na, and then bha. So na, bha, 4 syllables. Similarly, for Nrishimha, how many syllables? Let me know. For Nrishimha, you don't have to write the whole syllables. It will take a long time. Just write number of syllables in chat. Yeah, so there is a good question here that why the first syllable in Sri Krishna is Sri and not Strik. So it will not be Strik. There is a reason. So let me tell you one rule here, how to decide the syllable. So the rule is let me do like this. So for a combination, whenever you have a combination, by combination, what I mean? combination of consonants. For a combination, this is a very important rule. The first half of the combination goes with previous syllable. This is the rule. I'll give you some examples. And I will also show you in which cases this won't be applicable. So try to understand the rule. Whenever there is a combination, the first half of the combination. So combination means, suppose ka plus sha is a combination. So the ka will go to the first one. Okay. And the sha will remain to the next one. So whenever there is a combination, suppose I'm not exactly telling what are the consonants, but suppose consonant 1 and consonant 2, they have a combination. So consonant 1 goes to the previous one, consonant 2 goes to the next one. This is the rule. What are some of the examples? For the word Vipra, Vipra, if we break into syllables, Vipra is a classic example, always remember this. So this pra is a combination. Pra is a combination. Why? It is pa plus ra. So pra is a combination. Now, in this combination, the first letter is pa will go with the previous syllable. So it will become vip. And the latter part of pra, which is ra, will remain as it is. So vip plus ra, 2 syllables. Okay. So this is how we can apply. Now, the point is combination means, and we will see many more examples of this in different verses. So combination means combination of consonants. This is one very important point. If you miss this, you will wrongly apply the rule. So combination means combination of consonants. Now, if I say Kri, in the case of Sri Krishna, the word is Kri. Kri is not a combination, first of all. Why? I gave you some hint. Kri is not a combination because it is ka with a consonant, which is a consonant, plus ri, which is a vowel. Okay. So because Kri is not a combination, it will not be divided and the ka will not go to the first half. Let me show you the example again. So Sri Krishna, if Kri was a combination of 2 consonants, then the first one would go to the previous syllable. Then it would be Shrik. Okay. For example, if there is a combination in place of the Kri, suppose I am making up some imaginary word. Suppose the word was Shriksha. Shriksha. Then because that was a combination, it would go. For example, if the word is Shri and there is a combination, Ka plus sha, shriksha. Now ka plus sha is a combination, so the ka part will go with shri, and the breakage will be shrik plus sha. Correct? This is a imaginary example, so I'm deleting. Now, Pranab Prabhu, is that clear? You can unmute.
Yes, thank you, Prabhu.
Okay, very good. So whenever there is a combination of two consonants, then only this rule will be applicable. For example, Bipra. Or you can say any combination. For example, Briksha. Briksha means tree in Sanskrit. So Vriksha. So here also, Bri is not a combination. Bri is just Ba with a Va, which is a consonant, with a Ri, which is a vowel. But Ksha is a combination. Now, let me expand these examples further a little bit. So, if we do here Varna Vishlesanam, then the analysis will be more rigorous. So, let's do that. So, it will be, for Bipra, it will be Va plus E plus Pa plus Ra plus A. And this rule is very, very important for deciding what will be the syllable. Now, I was talking about this combination. This was the combination, Pa plus Ra, Pra. So the first one will go with the previous syllable and the second one will go with the latter syllable. So this will become one group, group 1, and this will become another syllable group. Syllable group 1 and syllable group 2. Whenever there is a combination, it will split, and the first varna of the combination will go to the previous group. Similarly for Vriksha, first is Ba, then Ri, then comes Ka, Sha. That is the combination. So for this combination, as usual, Ka will go to the previous and Sha will be in the latter one. So this is one group. This is another group. So two syllables for Vriksha, Vriksha, Vriksha. Again, if you do in English, it is easier. Vip, Ra. Similarly, Vriksha. So hopefully it's now clear. In case of Satsanga, this combination is called also Satsanga. Jiva Goswami says, whenever two Vishnu Janas meet, consonant means Vishnu Jana. Whenever two Vishnu Janas meet, there is a Satsanga. So I will generally use the English terms because most of us are well acquainted with the English terms. So combination I will use mostly. But technically, Jiva Goswami says it's Satsanga. Satsangat Purva Bhamanopi Guru. That's the rule we are discussing. So the previous syllable becomes Guru syllable because of like addition of that another consonant in the previous group. We'll not go into the detail, but that is a very important rule to decide number of syllables or what will be the exact syllable. What does it mean by the down dot? Down dot means it's a part of diacritics, Mataji. For example, there are three kinds of shas. right? So whenever we give a dot at the bottom with like dot at the bottom of S, it becomes Murdhanya Sha, and the pronunciation is like Sha. We already discussed in the initial class. So there are three kinds of Sas. Simple S means this Sa, and in Bengali that is written like this. This is Talabya Sha, in Bengali written like this, and S with a dot beneath, that is Murdhanya Sha, written like this in Bengali. Simple S is Sa, S with a peacock feather at the head. It is Sha, Talavya. First one is Dantya, and the last one is Murdhanya. The pronunciation is Sha. Right. Okay, that's good. We also discussed an important rule. Now quickly, let's count the number of syllables, because I want to do some example of verses from Mukundamala Stotra. So in Nrisimha, very easy. Gradually you will become expert. Do more practice, you will become expert. Let's try Nrisimha. Nrisimha, 3 syllables. If you have doubt, you can ask. If you also think it is the fact, then you are good. Nri is 1. Nri is 1, and then the board is little bit lagging. So please bear with me. Nri Simha, 3 syllables. Similarly for Mrityunjaya, what will be the syllables? Mrityunjaya, 4 syllables. Mrityunjaya. I think for Mrityunjaya it will be better if we do the Varna Vishleshan. Nri Sim Ha. For Mrityunjaya, let's do the Varna Vishleshanam. Ma plus Ri, Mri, and then the Ya, U, Mrityu, Mrityunjaya. Although it seems like N, Mrityunjaya, it's not N. It's the Anunashik from the Cha Varga. Cha, cha, ja, jha, nya. It's not na, it's nya. So, and it's written like this. Mrityun ja plus a, and at the end. So this is Mrityunjaya. Now there are some combinations and all. Let's see. So we can spot a combination here. The plus ya, right? Both are consonants, so it's a combination. Now, as per the rule, ta goes here, ya goes here. So we get one group like this. Mrit. Mrit is one group. From ta, this group is separated. Ta goes with the previous group. Now, this ya and u says, let me remove this. Yeah. So Mrit is one group. Now the ya goes with u, that becomes u. And here again we see, oops. Here again we see another combination. The combination is of ya and ja. So again, as per the rule, it goes here, it goes to the next group. So mrit is one. The next group will be yun, mrit yun. But it will not be n, it is actually, I will write in English also, don't worry, it's a little difficult. So mrit is one, another group is yun. And then ja goes with the next group. So ja plus a becomes another group, that is ja. And the final group is ya. So if you write in English, mrit yun. I was talking about this n. This is not n, but this is like this. Mrityun. Ja, ya. These are the 4 syllables. Is that clear? Mrityunjay was little difficult. Mrityunjaya. If you have any questions, you can raise hand or you can ask in chat anyway. Seems that the number of syllables always equal to the number of letters when the words written in Sanskrit. Are there any example where this is not true? Yes, there can be examples where number of letters will not match. Okay, for example, for a very simple example, suppose for example, a simple thing like krit. If the word is krit, it comes in pratyayas, kridanta, and different kinds of pratyayas are there. So suppose if we have something called krit, then you will write as 2 letters, but it's actually 1 syllable. Krit. If the word is krit, then it is written as 2 letters, but actually it's 1 syllable because krit is 1 syllable. Okay, so there can be exceptions. In different verses, you will find more examples. Okay, so Mrityunjaya, if you understand, then you understand syllable separation really well. Now, let's try to do Varna. Varna, again, there is a combination. Ra plus Ana. That's combination of 2 consonants. So Varna, Ra will go with Va. So it will become Var plus Na. Var, Na. 2 syllables. Shravanam. Shravanam. The last one is 1. So very quickly, you can do Shravanam. Yajna. 2 syllables. This is a combination. This combination is what? Ja plus ya. This is the combination. So it will be, combination means the ja part will go with the first one. So yaj, and it is not, we already discussed yesterday, it is not yagna, it is not yagna, not like that. It's nya. So the actual pronunciation is yaj nya. Yaj nya. If you pronounce quickly, then it will be yajna, like that. Okay, so these are the syllable analysis or syllable separations of the homeworks. Now, we also discussed some of the verses from Bhagavad Gita. Mukundamala Stotra by Kulashekar Maharaj is a famous composition where we can see collection of verses from many different meters. So it's a very nice stotra if you want more variation. In Bhagavad Gita, you don't have many variation. All the verses are either 8 syllable or 11 syllable. Okay. But here you find many variations. In Srimad Bhagavatam also you get many variations. So let's do the first one. Hmm. Let's start with the verses, and we can also practice. We can have another practice session because it will take time maybe. Or if you are practicing in home, then it will become easy. But I think we need one more. So we will do more examples because we need to really understand this syllable separation, and we need to be expert. When we are reading a verse, just by reading, I can get the syllables. Like Shri Ballaveti Varadeti Daya Pareti. So this is 14 syllable. You can just count like this. Bhakta Priyeti Bhavalunthana Kovideti. Again 14. But if you count slowly, initially you should count slowly in the practice phase. Yes, some Matajis are they are expert because they have already done it in the Bengali. Okay, so Shri Vallaveti Varadeti Daya Pareti. How to back? Shri is one. Shri Val is another. Laveti. Shri Vallaveti. Shri Val La Ve Ti. 5 syllables are already done. Varadeti. How to do? Va-ra-de-ti. So again, 4 more syllables, total 9 syllables. Daya pareti. How to do? Daya pareti. The key is pronounce slowly. Syllable is unit of pronunciation. If you slowly pronounce it, you will just see the syllables like that. Daya pareti. Another 5 syllables. So 9 plus 5, 14. Shri Balla Veti Bara De Ti Da Ya Pa Re Ti. 14 syllables. This is how you have to count. Bhakta Priye Ti Bhava Luntha Na Ko Vi De Ti. Again 14. The next line is Natheti Naga Shayaneti Jagan Nivashe. This Jagan Nivashe, till Jagan Nivas you have to count. Now, this is very expert move. You will ask me, how do you know, Prabhu, that this TY you don't have to chant in this line? This TY will be chanted with the next line. Natheti Naga Shayaneti Jagan Nivashe Tyalapinam Pratidinam Kurumam Mukunda. So this is the experience you will get by syllable separation. Because if all lines are matching 14 syllables, the third line cannot be 15 syllables. So you have to chant 14 syllables only and take the next one with the next line. So this is the experience we'll get. But again, let's try this. Natheti Naga Sayaneti Jagan Nivase. Na the ti na ga sha ya ne ti ja gan ni va se. Total 14 syllables. So ty will not be chanted in this line. Now from ty to the next line, Tyalapinam pratidinam kurumam mukunda. So see, first of all, because we are not very well acquainted with Sanskrit, sometimes it's very challenging just to read it properly. Forget about counting number of syllables. So first 2-3 times just read it so that you are well versed with the line. Shri Vallaveti Varadeti Daya Pareti. Shri Vallaveti Varadeti Daya Pareti. So this is how you first get acquainted with the line. Otherwise, you have to tackle 2 challenges together. Reading properly and counting number of syllables, that may be challenging. So break down the task. First read 2-3 times so that you know what are the pronunciations of each of these letters. And then you try to count syllables. So for this one, ty is here and then alapinam. So first get the pronunciation correct. It's Tyalapinam Pratidinam Kurumam Mukunda. Tyalapinam Pratidinam Kurumam Mukunda. Now, because I know the melody, I am singing in melody. For you, a verse is completely new. You don't know the number of syllables, you don't know the melody. So the steps are first pronunciation, then count number of syllable, then decide melody. Okay, this is a very important step. Let's write it down. So first step is to count, first step is pronunciation. Pronounce the words correctly. Steps for verse recitation. Because I come from computer science background, I always find some algorithm for any task. Okay, so that I can feed a computer program. So verse recitation is a task. So break it down. First, pronounce the verse correctly. Nothing in your head. And then using the knowledge of syllable separation, count number of syllables per line. There can be twists. Some verses may have different number of syllables per line. We will see how to tackle that. Third is choose a meter. And then you can recite happily. So all these steps have to be mastered to recite a verse correctly. So the last line, what we were doing. So now you don't know the melody also. Melody is the last step, deciding the melody. So how you should read? Tyalapinam pratidinam kuru mam mukunda. Like that, like a prose. You don't have to add melody. Just read and get the pronunciation correct. Tyalapinam pratidinam kuru mam mukunda. Now try to get the number of syllables. Tyalapinam. First, see one word at a time. Tyalapinam. How many syllables? Tyalapinam. Now to get the number of syllables, again there is an algorithm. The algorithm is very simple. Chant slowly. Tyalapinam, I got 4 syllables. Then next word is pratidinam. Pratidinam. 4 syllables. 8. 4 plus 4, 8. Kuru. Kuru. 2 syllables. Mam. Mam is 1 syllable. Just see. Another example. Mam, if you write in Sanskrit, it will be 2 letters, but 1 syllable. So, not alapinam, tyalapinam. 4 syllables. Pratidinam. 8. Kuru. 10. Mam. 11. Mukunda. 14 syllables. So this is how you have to count. Okay, now let's go to some other verse. Okay, let's do the 7th one. How many syllables per line? Try. We will do the first line, okay, together. And you have to tell me in chat box how many syllables you are getting. Try to send me personally, not in the chat, everyone. Direct message me. Okay. So the first line is, I'm doing the pronunciation for you if you have any difficulty. Chintayami harim eva santatam. Chintayami harim eva santatam. Now let's try. How many syllables you are getting? Write in chat box. Okay, I got one answer. Others? Okay. More answers. Sarans Prabhu is correct. Bikram Prabhu is correct. Pranab Prabhu is correct. Very good. So, and some did some mistake. It's not 12, it's 11. Let's count. Chintayami. Focus on this word. How many syllables? Chintayami. 4 syllables. Next is Harim. Harim. 2 syllables. 4 plus 2, 6. Then Eva. Eva. 2 syllables. 6 plus 2, 8. Santatam. Santatam. So what are the syllables? Santatam. 8 plus 3, 11. Okay, so it is 11 syllables. Indrani Mataji, did you get that? Why 11, not 12? Is it clear, Mataji? Why it is 11 syllables? Oh, we can't hear you, Mataji. Yeah, I think it should be clear. Okay, so then second line, probably it is also 11, but you need to check. Mandahasa. So the pronunciation, first the pronunciation, Mandahasa Mudita Nanambujam. Mandahasa Mudita Nanam Bujam. Mandahasa Mudita Nanam Bujam. Number of syllables. Mandahasa Mudita Nanam Bujam. 11 syllables. So 11 syllable means later on we will learn. We will have to take the melody up. Samsaradhavanhalalidalokam Chintayami harimev santatam Mandahasamudithananambujam Nandagopatanayam paratparam Naradadi muni vrindavanditam. Like that. Samsaradhavanhalalidaloka Tranaya karuna ghana ghanatyam Praptasya kalyana gunarnavasya Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Now there is a trick. Actually, within 11 syllable, there are multiple meters and they have different tunes. But we will not go into that granularity, that exact meter I want. I will just give you some tunes for 11 syllable, some tunes for 12 syllable, like that. And you have to choose which one you can match. Okay. But if you see here, the sixth one, it will be the last one. Then I give you this Mukundamala Stotra as a homework. Pick up any verse, start from beginning only, and whatever number of verses you can do, 10, 15, you try to do and show me. Just give me the number, how many syllables you are getting. You don't have to write all the syllables. It will be too much work. Just go through each verse. Verse number 1, how many syllables per line I find. For some verses, you may find different syllables per line. For example, this one. Diviva, Bhuviva, Mamastu, Vashu. Count number of syllables and write in chat. Correct. So first line is having 11 syllables. First the pronunciation. Divi va bhuvi va mamastu vaso. So now the counting of syllables. Diviba, Bhubiba, 6. Mamastu, 9. Vaso, 11. The first line is having 11 syllables. Now, the second line, how many syllables are there? Count. Narake va narakantaka prakamam. Sarans Prabhu, correct? Indrani Mataji, it's not 11 again. It will be different. Pranab Prabhu, correct? So the second line is having 12 syllables. Let's count. Narake va, 4. Narakantaka, 4 plus 5, 9. And then prakamam, prakamam, 3. 9 plus 3, 12. I'm counting 12 syllables again. Count with me. Na, ra, ke, va, na, ra, kan, ta, ka, pra, ka, mam. 12 syllables. So this verse is very interesting. 11, 12, 11, 12. Diviba, bhubiba, mamastu, vaso, 11. Narakeva, narakantaka, prakamam, 12. Avadhirita sharadara vindau, 11. Charano te maranepi chintayami, 12. So this is one melody that I sung. I just sung. Another melody can be like Vismastuti, 11, 12, 11, 12. Puspitagrameter. So that will be Dibiba bhubiba mamastu vaso narakeva narakantaka prakamam avadhirita sharadara vindo charanau te marane pichin tayami. So nowhere in earth you can come up with this melody just by seeing this verse. If you do not know the proper meter and if you cannot analyze the syllable, you are not a music composer that immediately by seeing the words you can compose a melody. And these are specific melodies. The specific verse will be very beautiful to hear in that specific melody. If you apply another melody for another verse, it will not work. Okay. So if you want to recite verses beautifully, and our acharyas, especially Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, used to chant different verses of Srimad Bhagavatam in different melodies. And if you want to love Srimad Bhagavatam, one of the way is to recite these verses beautifully. That is one of the excellent service to Srimad Bhagavatam, who is Krishna himself. And for that, we need this knowledge. And this is mandatory for those to whom Krishna gave that capability. Not everyone can understand the intricacies of grammar and Chanda Sastra and all. But it's not that difficult if you see. If Krishna gave little intelligence and if we spend little time, then we can get this. And this will open up a new horizon of cherishing scriptures like Srimad Bhagavatam. And the taste which knowledge of Sanskrit will give you, it will give you access to another dimension of scriptures which is not available without the knowledge of Sanskrit. And this is the basic Sanskrit knowledge which is important for everyone. So I designed this basic Sanskrit course in a way that everyone can do this. Advanced Sanskrit course is understood. It's not for all. There are sutras from Harinamamrita Vyakaranam and all. But this basic Sanskrit, splitting the different words and counting the number of syllables, everyone has done this in primary and high school classes. So the recap of the same thing. So it's understandable and it's very easy if we just spend little time. we can get to this point that we can chant verses beautifully, understand the meaning, understand little grammatical nuances, and it will also help us in memorizing. So throughout the course, we'll see much more interesting things like this. So let's end here today. Thank you all very much for patiently continuing with this journey. So we'll see you again next week. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, let me know. Practice more. Whenever you see some verses, try to do the syllable separation, count the number of syllables. And for now, just count the number of syllables. And when we will go to the melody section, you will have a mapping. This number of syllables, this melodies I have. So you can have I will try to post a YouTube video which is having the melodies for all different meters. For 8 syllable, I will give you some melodies. For 11 syllable, I will give you some melodies. So if you have that video and you got some verses, count the number of syllables and then try to choose one of the melodies. Then it becomes much more interesting. Any verse you can sing in proper melody. Okay. So looking forward to that point. And you all are really catching up very nicely. Basically this syllable separation and all takes 2-3 classes of practice, but you are understanding and mostly able to predict the correct number of syllables. So that's very promising and shows that it's not very difficult. So I'm hopeful that one day you will be able to chant the verses beautifully and also memorize at ease. Okay. And with that, if you have your attachment and love for the scriptures, if you can increase that, then I'll be grateful. And Krishna will also give me some mercy that by my little endeavor, someone's interest and their love for scriptures is increasing. So then I will feel very grateful and I will consider this effort successful. Okay. So let's end here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.